game tonight. Thought that our bench was phenomenal. 11 points, 15 rebounds, 10 assists, only 3 turnovers off the bench. I thought Jalen Harris and Reggie's minutes were phenomenal. I thought Desi and Jimmy did a great job of scoring against their zone. But defensively, we got to get back to being who we are. We've got to defend better. We didn't do a very good job on their star player, number 32, Walton. And we didn't defend the 3-ball like we have through 6 games. So 2 huge areas of concern that we need to correct before we play on Tuesday.
Bob?
Yeah. Hey Eric, how did Mason, I guess it's hurt his right shoulder, how did he hurt it, when did he hurt it?
I'm not sure when he hurt it.
Yeah.
You know, Mark, our trainer, just told me yesterday that it was bothering him, and he didn't shoot around today, and so it's as far as I'm concerned, he's out indefinitely, and we'll prepare for our game Tuesday for not to happen.
Obviously he's your leading scorer. Just what impact does it have when he's not able to play, and how do you think you guys dealt with that today?
Yeah, I thought the guys did a great job. I thought Desi stepped up, scoring the ball. He was a little bit more aggressive, and Desi's dribble drives against their zone were phenomenal. Thought Jimmy did a great job of kind of playing the dunker spot, we call it, against the zone, and found some open seams. And Jalen Harris gave us, he pushed the pace, I thought, got us some easy transition baskets. And I mentioned Reggie. I mean, his rebounding tonight is what we need from him. And something that's probably not going to get talked enough about is when you have a guy come off the bench like Reggie and he has 5 assists. I thought he did a great job of interior passing, but our 3-point shooting is a humongous concern right now. I mean, it's night after night after night, and it's hard to win games when you shoot in the teens from 3-point land.
Coach, can a game like tonight kind of serve as a springboard for Reggie maybe?
I think Reggie's just, he's getting his feet, under him. He had those first 3 games where he didn't play, and, tonight he got more of an opportunity minutes-wise, and I thought he really stepped up and did a great job with the minutes that he was given. Again, from a rebounding standpoint, a passing standpoint, I probably haven't given him enough credit as an interior passer, especially the last 2 games we faced a zone now for 80 straight minutes.
How impressed were you with the game from Dantes Walton?
Yeah, really good basketball player. We knew that going in. I mean, if you watch the game against Texas Southern, he's a really, really good scorer. We had so many different people on him. Adrio at the beginning of the game gave up an easy, wide open 3. We kind of morphed into having our point guard their center when Jimmy Witt guarded him for a stretch. Reggie, guarded him. We had multiple people, and then obviously our switching different guys were on him as well. But I thought that first 3 kind of opened up gave him a little bit of confidence. And it's the first game that, that we didn't come out from the onset and put our imprint on the game. I thought that we played too casual to start the game. Having said all that, we're 7-0, and we're happy about that.
Hey, the players were saying there was some miscommunication when Northern Kentucky got that good look at the 3 with 17 seconds or whatever it was. What did you see from that? Did you think that was going in? Because he was wide open.
Yeah, I think Adrio overhelped and gave up an open look, and obviously the instructions were don't leave your feet on a 3 and guard the 3-point line. But with a team that drives and kicks, sometimes guys just naturally react to go help. And Adrio went to help, and that's a player that like 92% of his shots are from 3. Certainly not anybody that we wanted to leave. Again, having said that, we came out with a win.
You talked about Harris a couple of times already, but he gives you, he's a jet out there on the floor. I mean, did you have many players faster than him?
Earl Boykins was pretty fast. Speedy Claxton was pretty fast. But Jalen's got really, really good speed with the ball, and he's had an incredible attitude. You're talking about somebody that started last year, somebody that played a ton of minutes. I mean, if you look at what J5 averaged last year minutes-wise, and now his role's changed a little bit, but we certainly feel like he's a guy that can give us starter quality play. It's just that Jimmy's playing, has played at such a high level, and again, Jimmy played great, and it was good to get both those guys on the floor together. I mean, Jalen played 35 minutes plus off the bench, which there's not many guys coming off the bench that play 35 minutes.
And with Isaiah, kind of an uncharacteristic shooting night again, you think he's just kind of in a little bit of a funk right now, or is it something they were doing, or?
I think they did a great job every time he caught it of crowding him, and we need to do a better job, all of our three-point shooters, of moving and trying to find open gaps and trying to get open without the ball. That's going to be important for all of our guys moving forward.
And Desi, he's really struggling from three, but man, he goes in there and attacks those guys a foot taller than him. What do you think about his ability to finish inside, and do you want him to keep taking threes even though they're not dropping, obviously?
Yeah, I mean, I think, tonight I thought, maybe one or two we could have done without. But his dribble drive penetration every game, and in transition, his ability to get to the rim, and he's going in there against big guys and he's finishing, and probably the most important thing is he's actually seeking contact inside that charge circle where he's getting into bodies of shot blockers. He did that a lot against Georgia Tech, and tonight I thought he did a great job of getting and ones going to the rim. So he's getting three-point plays. They're just they're not behind the arc. They're the old school way.
You got the 3 free throws.
Yeah, we'll take those.
Did Jamario Bell come to you and say, I want to play hoops, or can you give us the backstory on that, and what are you anticipating from him?
Yeah, Jamario obviously just came up to the office. He told us he'd like to, join us if there was a spot. We've kind of been searching for another walk-on. We need another guy in practice. Today, obviously, we didn't have him yesterday. He was kind of busy. But today at shoot-around, he's got a nice stroke. We did a little bit of research on the internet on him. We talked to a few people. Obviously, joining us this late, you don't know what the role or anything, but certainly we feel he can make our basketball team better, whether that means playing at all or not. We did it in Nevada the year we went to the Sweet 16. We had 2 football players join us. They kind of gave us an infusion of energy because they were so excited to play a different sport and one that they loved. And I think certainly with him, he loves the game, and even at shoot-around today, I thought he gave us a little bit extra juice because he was kind of pumped up to put on a basketball uniform.
Who were the football players you had at Nevada?
Elijah Cook was a great wide receiver. I'm drawing a blank on him.
You can probably Google that or something.
Yeah, that's all over the internet.
Final question? All right, Coach, appreciate it.
Thanks.